Hey there, welcome back to the Small Blog channel. I am Ramona, and today's Reddit stories are going to be, this is kind of long, so if the person you hate the most were to experience one slight inconvenience every day for the rest of their lives, what would you choose it to be? We're hoping some of these are going to be kind of entertaining and amusing. So ready? Here we go. A wet fart. Their coffee is never hot. Herpes. Big effing herpes. An eyelash falling into their eye. Hiccups. Stubbing their toe. Having to reset their laptop password. Honestly, I'd make their phone charger randomly start and stop charging every time they plug it in. Not enough to break it, just enough to drive them nuts daily. A twitching eyelid. Lost keys or lost phone. Day 2 of a period, although I'm not sure what qualifies for slight. Please, I can't take any more inconveniences. I hate myself the most. Encounter red at every traffic light they ever arrive at. Make sure their food is too salty. Itchy butt. Diarrhea. There's never a clean dish when they want to eat. One hell of a juicy shart in the morning, right before he or she leaves the house for work. Their seatbelt doesn't secure until the second or third attempt. Not so many tries that they give up, but just enough to be annoying for a few seconds. Making small work errors every day. They travel a lot, so missing their flights, trains, buses, etc. by just 2 minutes. Garlic in their toothpaste. When they're done peeing and they put their junk away, a little extra dribble would always come out, dampening their underwear. A mosquito is always by their ear. May you never get a good night's sleep on the world's most comfortable bed. Make it so they're unable to lie. Explosive diarrhea. A paper cut. A dead car battery, and they feel like they're never at home. A runny nose. I have a feeling that you have to pee all the time, but never knowing when it's real. An itch they can't quite scratch. Frizzy hair days forever. A calf cramp. Constipation. Can't poop because she's already full of it. They spill their drink with every sip. Always thought constant paper cuts would be a fitting consequence. Lose their car and have to take the bus. Every trash bag they buy is thin or weak as F, so it always breaks on them. They always forget their car key until they reach their car. Debilitating eye-watering sneezy allergies. Stepping in shit every day. I don't hate anyone. They lose their car keys every time they set them down. Someone giving a particularly valid response in a debate. Clothing getting caught on doorknobs, kitchen handles, desk corners, railings. A pebble in his shoe. Chronic terrible gas and uncontrollable farting. Back of the shirt tag forever scratching their neck. Something stuck in their teeth. One sock always bunches just a little too much. May their socks always fall down into their shoes. I don't actually hate anyone. The people who annoy me the most simply lack self-awareness to confront and address all of the ways they can be a shitty person. They're actually most people. We always like to think ourselves as the good guy, but if you're walking around thinking that every day without any awareness of your own shittiness, then you're likely part of the problem. For me, I can be an enormous asshole, so I usually start there. Lukewarm shower water forever. Gout. There's always a person driving in front of them going 5 miles per hour below the speed limit. Their shoelace constantly comes untied. No matter how well they shampoo or style their hair, the second they leave their house, it will look greasy, No matter how much deodorant they apply, the second they leave their house, they will have body odor at a distance. No matter how good their dental hygiene routine is, the second they leave their house, their breath is awful whenever they speak. Always getting stuck at a train on their way anywhere. A loss of Wi-Fi. The almost sneeze. May they never get the satisfaction of a sneeze ever again. Having their head fall off. One less Oompa Loompa screwing things up. Their dressing gown sleeves get caught on a door handle. Wet socks. Wet foot. I judge from the comments that it must be on a lot of people's lists. Stone in the shoe that they can't get out. My favorite low-level curses when you never be able to find your first and second favorite ice cream flavors. I don't hate anyone per se, but I wouldn't mind every employee in a store who tries to deny my wife, who has a legitimate medical card, to use the bathroom in an emergency, to shit themselves every day for a week. I want them to lose 15 perfectly good hairs from their head that they wouldn't normally lose. I'm in this for the long game. Full ED that meds won't work on. Every day they do a mistake at work. Not enough to get them fired, even when they're stacked up, just enough so that they never advance in their career. I always wish incessantly itchy tits or balls on the people who are mean. Stepping on a Lego every effing day. Mouse cursor not reacting every now and then. Though they are always $1 short of what they need or want. Baking a cake, you need 1/4 of a cup of oil. Too bad, you only have 1/8. Hair falling out enough to have them worry, and it's noticeable. Constant, persistent eyelid twitch that's visible to others. Hand slips through the toilet paper when wiping. That one's pretty awful. Never being able to find a close parking spot. A slight case of indigestion. Nothing horrible, but always there. Long, thick nose hair. A hair they can feel but not see, and for some reason, even though they grab it in like 100 different ways, it's still there. Cold sore or pink eye. Every time they go put their baby in a car seat or buckle a seatbelt, a purse or belt strap, bag strap, and put on their shoes, harness, etc., one strap is twisted. The high dryer is too high up on the wall, so water drips down their sleeves. Their zippers always get stuck. Bonus point if it nips them. The ones on the coats, the bags, the wallets, the pants, all of them. Phone on 1% every morning. Spilled coffee every day. A permanent hangnail that gets stuck on everything they touch. Then they clip it off, it immediately reappears on a different finger. Concussion symptoms with cognitive impairments. Ooh. They can only use synthetic bed sheets that slightly stick to their skin and always bunch up under them. A towel that doesn't actually absorb moisture. The pillow is always warm, no matter which side. They always get the slowest line at the grocery store. Every time they queue, someone cuts in. No one else seems to notice and gives them weird looks if they make a fuss. Their belt loop or pocket getting caught on a doorknob or cabinet handle. Every fart is audible. Poverty. Everything they drink would be lukewarm. Gaining 2 pounds a day for someone who claims to be 6'3" and 224 pounds. Traffic ticket for every little violation. Speed, following too close, parking in no parking zone, parking ticket the second time expires, not fully stopping at a stop sign, running a red light. The pettier, the better. Does it count if it would be slightly inconvenient if it happened to almost everybody else, but to him it would be painfully debilitating? I'd wish for him to wake up every morning to a beam of sunlight in his eyes. He's got a blood condition and is allergic to sunlight. That's a little mean, but okay, that's what the question was about. His lawn would die despite the care he gives it. Having no friends or just fake friends. Light bulbs go out at any hour, anywhere, day or night. Constantly itchy bum. A hair in their food every day. A headache. That they could never properly get their ass wiped. Every time they lie, their nose shall grow. Shitty 3G internet quality all the time, regardless of device. One pokey hair that keeps appearing on her chin. A flat tire during the most inconvenient part of the day. Being on the verge of sneezing all the time. Every time they flush a toilet, it clogs and overflows. Every morning that they wake up, they're queasy and drive heave for 5 minutes. Trying to get the plug into the socket on the first time, sometimes even when you're looking directly at it. It's a flipping nightmare. Always walking mud into the house, and the same with visitors, no matter how many times they try to wipe their feet. There's mud, muddy footprints, muddy paw prints, and plenty of it. I hope that the new appliances they brought would constantly be glitching, including computers, like a different thing every day, with something slightly wrong all the time. I sell new because it would always be complain about spending money and then buy some new gadget. It can really be any of the electronics in the house. And here's the worst one. Constantly running out of toilet paper. So there you go. That was pretty humorous, a little entertaining, petty, but I think that's kind of what the thread was about. So anyway, hope you enjoyed listening to this. And if you did, leave a like, leave a comment. If you enjoy coloring, you know someone who does enjoy coloring, check down in the description of all my videos. There's a link to my Amazon authors page. There's a whole bunch of coloring books there. New ones released every Monday. A couple of novels, a couple of kids' stories, that kind of thing. But hey, go check them out if you'd like to. If not, that's cool too. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks, and have a good day.